Good morning everybody, how are you all doing? I feel like shit because I'm recording this right after my mum dragged us all on a 4-hour hike with no consideration to my burgeoning YouTube career, obviously. I mean, the sights were pretty dope. What time do they have to edit? I'll show you all the footage that I got from that tomorrow though, so you're just gonna have to wait for it. So you'll just have to wait for the exciting hike vlog. Much anticipated. So yes, welcome to day 2 of my family holiday in Croatia. I'm your host, Fifi Rabs, and we've established that I constantly embody the aesthetic of someone who just woke up, and not in a nice way, in an ADHD way. As I said yesterday, I woke up feeling like absolute vermin, so I had to fix that and then head down to breakfast, which I was really late for. I ended up carrying the rest of it back to my room. It was just like toast with blueberry jam, which is like, it's dope, by the way. Blueberry jam, completely underrated jam. And I stole a kiwi and a spoon. So hopefully I can, actually I might take it home. Not the kiwi, the spoon. Neither of which I've used yet. With any luck, it will still be in my fridge when I leave. I might not end up taking it home, I might just forget. So at breakfast, my siblings and I all decided that we were gonna meet up after breakfast and go and find a mall that I had talked about. I mentioned it briefly. So that was the plan for the day. It gave me about 2 hours to finish my script for yesterday's video and just record this commentary panel bit that you saw in it yesterday. All like 2 of you. And getting ready for that in total was just like complete chaos because I was already running really late. And then my sibling comes running in after we were supposed to be meeting my other siblings in the main lobby like 20 minutes ago, saying it's way too hot outside for jeans. And this whole exploration mission took off about 30 minutes later than it was meant to, but that's standard Rabs family style. So we finally set off, and I didn't realise that they all expected me to know where this mall was, even though I only mentioned it really briefly. My dad did a quick Google, and he ended up bringing us to this completely abandoned mall. We all thought we were gonna die. There was like music playing, but there was no one around. Everything was closed. Completely abandoned, except for like one guy. My dad didn't even seem to mind, he just seemed really happy that he'd contributed. And so after that kind of minor failure on, well, mostly my part, we found the local chain supermarket, which is called Tommy, and did a little food shop. We spend way too much time in our hotel rooms, and I don't think there's ever been a holiday before where I haven't been just writhing around in my hotel room in pain, waiting for my parents to say that it's time for food. So I just had to like make sure that that wasn't going to happen this time. When we were on holiday last year, when we were in Greece, I ended up finding some leftover halloumi that I had from a restaurant that we went to, and like started heating it up with a lighter, and then my brother told me that that is how you get cancer. So yeah, I just kind of went hungry. And then after that, we went back to our hotel, we unpacked our food, we went straight back out again to find this elusive shopping mall that I had talked about. We walked through the absolutely beautiful town centre, which was just built around a marina with stunning blue water. After like 40 minutes of walking, when Google said it would take 20, because we were trying to catch my dad from walking into traffic, because he just kind of dawdles. And we were just kind of walking around the marina, very aimless. It is like herding cats. We finally get to the shopping centre. There is a screaming child. Anyway, we finally get to the shopping centre, and it's just your bog standard shopping centre. I pretty much just got myself some jewellery and a cleanser, but like that's not exciting at all. My sibling did spend like an hour and a half looking at shoes. I managed to convince them to get these shoes, which I think are fucking dope. I think they're so cool. Their platforms and the platform soles are like Shrek green, and the top bit is beige. I think that you could style that really well. Hopefully I have some footage of that. And then they also spent ages looking at Crocs, and I couldn't convince them to get platform Crocs. It would have been so good, but they didn't want them. It was a bit of a brutal loss for me. And today my older sister told me that I pick really ugly shoes, but every time I get them they grow on people really quickly. I think it's just the way I style them. I like ugly shoes. I like to look at a pair of shoes and think, that looks like shit. I want it. That's the whole reason why I bought the Converse Run Star Motions in pink, because, well, they were on sale. But most of all, ugly as shit. And I had to wear them. So anyway, we met back up at the beach after this, and we all showed off our loot and headed back to the hotel for this insane sunset, and then went back out for dinner. I think I found the only restaurant in town that does something other than salads for me. So I had this dope fucking risotto. It was really good. It was really fucking good. And this coffee, which came in a really cheery mug for no reason, just like made the whole awkward experience a little bit better. So overall, it's a pretty boring day, but you've made it to the end. So yeah, overall it was a pretty boring day, but you've made it to the end. So thank you for sticking around. I'm going to go shuffle through this 10 minutes of footage to get like 3 minutes out of it, but that is just the film student lifestyle. Here's some better footage than last night. This is what I was going for when I shot that in the middle of the night. I was slowly getting more organised than yesterday, but at least I got the vlog out. I was editing until past midnight though last night, and my sibling goes to bed at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. I couldn't. Anyway, good night, sweet dreams, and I'll be back tomorrow to tell all 3 of you about walking up rocks in Croatia. Bye. Cheers again.